Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this special figure showcase we're going to be looking at one of the original Autobots and of course a huge fan favourite. He is of course the medic Ratchet. For this video we're going to have a quick look at him in all of his modes. We're going to have a look at the known variants of him as well. We're also going to have a look at the accessories that come with him if you're looking to complete yours, and of course I'll discuss things you need to be aware of if you're after purchasing one yourself. I'm also lucky enough to have a couple of different types of packaging, so we'll spend a bit of time looking at them as well. So before we get started, if you're enjoying these videos or if you've never seen them before, hit the subscribe button now for me please. What we're going to do, we're going to have a look at the robot mode first. So there we go, and if we're being honest, and as I say I am an honest collector and I had this when I was a child, the robot mode is pretty appalling. It's incredibly basic. And there isn't really much going for it. You can just fold the feet out and you've got a bit of articulation in the shoulders. There's actually no weapons that you can put in his hands, and of course he had no head. That sticker there in the background there, that was obviously his head, but thankfully to a third-party company, but years later on, so that head wasn't available, excuse me, when I was a child. But yeah, the robot mode, incredibly basic. Bit of a letdown really, especially considering how popular he was in the comic books and of course on the cartoon screen. So let's have a look at his ambulance mode. His ambulance mode is pretty good though. It is exactly what it says it is. It's a nice ambulance. So while we're looking at this, I can make you aware of things that you need to be looking out for. So we've got the rubber tyres. Of course they can perish with age, and of course you can see them in robot mode. You'll also notice there's quite a bit of chrome around the bumper and of course in his middle of just right around his waistband there, so keep your eye out for that. Sometimes these can actually come off the roof as well, so that's something to be aware of. The good thing about the ambulance mode is that you can store pretty much all of his weapons there as well. So at the bottom underneath you can see we've got what actually turns into the gun in the battle mode. So the ambulance mode, it's good. As I say, it is exactly what it says it wants to be. So moving over to what I suppose is a bonus mode, and I suppose this actually makes up for the fact that the robot is so poor. It's like a little bit of a battle station. So you've got a firing rocket from there. These come on a sprue of 3. So if you're looking to get a complete one, you will need all 3. And then you've got, as I say, that gun, which was underneath the car there. And it's also got a little bit of a red dowel attachment to stick on it. So as I say, for quite a basic figure, and for a figure who can hold nothing in robot mode, you need the 3 missiles on the sprue, the red dowel, and of course the laser gun. But now, more than ever, you can see that you need to be aware of your chrome. You've got the chrome wheels across the bottom there of this base mode, well, attack mode shall we say, and of course the chrome gun, so you need to be aware of them. That's, as I say, something that's quite important, especially if you want to display it in this mode. If you want to just display the robot mode, of course you need the white cab. The white can get horrendously yellowed, as I'm about to show you with another one I've got, but the reason why this one's here is not just to show you the yellow and how bad it can look. Is the big difference is that there's nothing on the roof. So I believe the rarer ones were the ones with the stickers on the roof, so that's something to be aware of. They're known, as I say, so it's not as if it's something that we don't know about, and I believe that the one with the cross is slightly rarer, but it doesn't detract or take anything away from the actual figure. But as I say, that's something to look out for, and of course there's an example of just how bad they look if they get sun damaged or bleached. So there we go. What we're going to do then, we're going to have a quick look at the packaging, and I'll discuss the Japanese one just with a teeny bit of detail in a minute. But this is the standard, excuse the reflection of the flash on the camera, but there we go. That's the original 1984 Hasbro box. Quite good condition, not too bad, but because it's the original from 1984, what you've got there is the first battle scene. So there is Optimus Prime, and of course Starscream, and all of the first wave 1 of the figures. Now, briefly, a little bit of history about the Ratchet one. Ratchet wasn't actually available to buy straight off in Japan. He was part of the Stars mail away thing, and he was a mail order only figure. So for the Autobot cars that came out by Takara, this guy was a special one. You had to actually send off for him. He wasn't and didn't ever have a standard release over there at the time where they were first came out. But because he came out just a tiny bit after and he was mail away, the interesting thing on the back is that he's got the totally different battle scene. He's got your Metroplex and Trypticon battle scene, obviously from the couple of years later. And as I've just said, as I say, the interesting thing with this is it was mail away only, so it doesn't have any other box apart from that. But as I say, this then concludes our figure showcase of Ratchet. I hope it brought back some nice memories for you. And again, yeah, if it's helped you in a decision whether or not you're going to purchase one yourself, that's brilliant as well. Take care and subscribe for more.